me how the story goes. Little hope but bigger dreams.
Hey, what's my fros? It's me, Gina, and in this video we are talking about hair growth, my hair growth, and what I did to get my hair out of the plateau, the standstill, the rut, whatever name we can give it. That's what we're talking about. If you guys have been following me on my channel since the beginning, then you guys know that about in 2017, 2018, I just was not having the best time when it came to my natural hair, and I felt like 2018 I really just didn't see any growth with my natural hair. I didn't feel as though my natural hair was healthy or anything like that, and I was very upset, frustrated, depressed. I just was like, you know, I'm doing all of this and I don't feel like anything is happening. So I wanted to kind of share with you guys. I blew my hair out and I just realized like how long and how healthy my hair looks like, and this has literally been the best year for my natural hair. And so I wanted to kind of share with you guys the things that I did that I think really kind of like kick-started, boosted kind of got me over that hump of the plateau that my hair was in. I'm not saying that my hair is perfect. It still has a very long way to go, but I feel like these were things that I did that I started to notice the turnaround. I started to notice the actual retention of length when it came to my natural hair. I started to notice the less breakage, the less hairs all over the place. So I wanted to share this with you guys. A lot of you guys was like, yes, girl, share. So that is what this video is about. So before we get into this video, if you have not joined our SmartFro family, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit the subscription button as well as the notification button so you don't miss out on any new uploads. And let's get into this hair growth. Okay, so as you guys know, like I said, and I posted a video back on around my anniversary of 2018 where I was just like, what the fuck, like what is going on with my hair? I remember that year so much because I remember I had to cut like 4 inches of my hair, and I remember straightening my hair and seeing like length when I straightened my hair, but then seeing like see-through ends that I knew like I just have to cut it, because I was like, what am I like, why am I holding on to these ends that my hair literally looks like it looked so bad at the end that I just cut my hair. I gave my hair an even cut, and I think when I cut my hair it was like a perfect like bob shape when I cut my hair, and I'll insert a picture because I know I got it somewhere. It was like a perfect bob shape, and I was just like, from that moment I was like, I have got to do something different. Literally for the last year and a half my hair has been at the exact same length, and I haven't done anything to change that. So like, why am I mad about it if I'm not doing anything? And so I really started to take a look back at what I was doing, what I wasn't doing, what I should have been doing to, you know, kickstart my hair, get it over that hump. So yeah, one of the things I also want to say in this video is, because I already know there's going to be people, every time I make a video somewhere along the lines of this, somebody is going to go in the comments and they going to be like, you just need the protective style. That's the only thing you need to do. Put your hair away because I put my hair away and that's why my hair grows. You just need to stop wearing your hair out and They're going to type away. I'm just telling you, save your time. Don't do that, because I'm going to wear my hair out. I enjoy wearing my hair out, and I would rather wear my hair out than have super long hair, because I am about enjoying my hair at every stage. So I was like, I have to do something because I have to get over this shoulder length hump. And if I can get over this shoulder length hump, I think I'm going to be all right. So one of the very first things that I did, and I no longer do it anymore, but I created a hair diary, and literally for like the first 6 months from 2018, I've literally tracked everything that I did with my hair, from trims to wash days, what products I use, what products didn't work for me, what products did work for me. And I think that, I don't want to say 6 months, I want to say probably like the first 4 months. And I want to say that really was an eye-opening experience. A lot of products that I thought my hair truly liked, I started to tell, because when I would flip through the pages, I started to tell, like, my hair does not like that, especially when I compare with other products and things like that. So that was definitely one of the first things that I did. And I think it actually kind of helped me like kickstart the love of my natural hair, the love of wanting to learn more about my natural hair. So another thing that I did was I went back to watching informative natural hair videos that are like actually teaching me the difference between low porosity, high porosity videos, that teaching me like split ends, trimming, things like the stuff that could like really help me. And it wasn't because I didn't know this information. I just feel like sometimes when natural hair becomes a lifestyle, you just kind of forget and you start picking up bad habits. And I felt like watching these informative videos kind of kickstarted me, making me want like, oh man, I need to go back doing that, or ooh, I need to stop doing that. And so I think that really, really helped me when it came to my natural hair and kind of just, I guess, finding that energy to get back to doing the things that I used to do in the beginning when I saw that huge growth spurt. So another big thing that was very, very helpful for me when it came to my natural hair was getting a trimming routine, a trimming regimen. If I'm being honest with myself, looking back, especially when I compare my trimming regimen with this year and looking back at all the past years, I didn't have a trimming regimen. I would trim my hair when I felt like it needed to be trimmed, and that probably ended up being about once a year, which meant I ended up having to cut off all the growth that I saw that year. And so wasn't that I was scared to cut off my hair. It was just that I feel like more than anything, it was just laziness, because there will be months where I'm like, oh, I should probably trim my hair. And then I will still wait like a whole nother 4 months to actually trim it. And so in 2018, when I chopped off like 4 inches of my hair, I was like, you probably wouldn't have to do that and I don't think I had problems cutting my hair that needed to be cut. It was just that had I came up with a trimming regimen, I probably wouldn't have to cut that much hair, if you get what I'm saying. So now what I do is I straighten my hair about twice a year, and I actually give myself a really good trim when I straighten my hair. But in between that, I do dusting and destroying. So every 3 months, I will blow my hair out and I would give myself a light trim. Typically, when I blow my hair out and I'm not straightening it, I probably cut off like a centimeter of hair kind of at the ends, kind of keeping it tamed. And one thing I noticed about that regimen since I started it is that every single time I trim my hair, every time I straighten my hair and I have to trim, I'm trimming less and less hair. And I'm starting to notice that it's getting easier to straighten my hair because those ends aren't jagged. And so I know if I keep it up, it is going to help. In the very beginning, when I first started, I was just like, there were so many split ends and single strand knots that it was absolutely ridiculous. And now I am seeing less and less of that. And so definitely having a trimming regimen has been super, super helpful when it comes to my natural hair. And so within that trimming regimen, another thing that I started doing was I invested in professional shears. The shears you buy from Walmart are not sharp enough to cut your hair. And one thing I realized that when I purchased my first pair of really good shears, and I think they were like $50 off Sally's, and I cut my hair and I was just like taken aback of how smooth that cut was. And I'm not gonna lie, after that I kind of was like, can it be sharper? And so my next set of shears, which I don't have with me and I'm not gonna get up to get them, but my next set of shears are even sharper. And one thing about shears is the better they are, the likely they are to cut you. So you have to be very, very careful. Again, if you are not comfortable with cutting your own hair, do not cut your own hair. I am very comfortable with cutting my hair. I'm not trying to cut anybody else but my hair, but mine. So then another thing that is along the lines of trimming is I no longer, as I stated, what my trimming regimen is. I don't trim my hair in twists. Never, ever, ever am I trimming my hair in twist ever again. Because here's the thing with twist. Do you twist your hair up the exact same way every single time? And one thing I noticed, what was happening when I was trimming my hair in twist, I was cutting more hair in certain areas than others, to the point where my hair became uneven. So I also started to put proteins back into my regimen, and I've talked about this before. I've created a video where I talk about strong proteins, from light protein to strong protein deep conditioners. I was one of those people listening to people who were spreading misinformation about low porosity hair. And so because I had low porosity hair, people were going around saying low porosity hair does not need protein. And so I wasn't putting protein in my hair. And in my head, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because you know, my hair is natural. It doesn't have any chemicals or anything in it. So I don't need as much protein as I did. I manipulate my hair. I rarely wear my hair in its natural state, one, because it's going to tangle, but I'm always doing braid outs and twist out, which means I am manipulating the natural texture of my hair, which means I need proteins. And so I have definitely put proteins back in my regimen. I feel like now I don't mind using protein treatments, because a really good protein treatment will have your hair feeling soft, not hard and brittle after you rinse it out. Now, it may make your hair feel hard and brittle while you have it on, but when you rinse it out, your hair feels soft. It feels stronger. And so I definitely have put proteins back in my hair. I've also started clarifying my hair once a month. I am one of those people that when I was just shampooing my hair, I never really paid attention to moisturizing shampoos and clarifying shampoos. I just shampooed my hair. But when I started really paying attention to, okay, does this shampoo really clarify my hair? And I started to clarify my hair once a month, I noticed huge difference. A lot of products that I felt like did not work for me, turns out they do. So another big thing that I did was I started using products consistently. I think this was definitely something that, you know, I admit I was not doing. I am a product junkie. I still am a product junkie, even though I've only purchased one hair product since the beginning of the year, and we're 4 months into the new year. But I love hair products. I love new launches. I love trying small Black-owned brands. But one thing I noticed was I wasn't using products consistently enough for my hair to decide whether or not it liked it, for the product to actually work. If you pay attention, and some of it is marketing, but if you pay attention, some of these products literally say use weekly, or use every other week, use every 6 weeks. But if I'm not using the product how they say to use it, how do I know if it's actually doing it? And part of me was using the excuse of being a natural hair influencer, saying, oh, I gotta try different products and stuff like that. But in reality, it was just because I brought the products and I wanted to try them. And so I just kept buying products without using products consistently. And now I use products consistently. A lot of times I don't open something new until I've put a huge dent in what I have that's old. And when I do open something new, I try to use it like 2 or 3 weeks in a row before I actually like put it down and like make the decision if I like it or not. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get that confused with whether or not a product is just trash, because some products are just trash and you can tell the first time you use it. But you still have to use products consistently to see them work. And then speaking of hair products, another thing that I did was I went back to old favorites. I have a shelf that's literally old favorite hair products that I know work. Prime example, Camille Rose. The Moisture Love, the Almond J have always been staple products for me, but because I was trying so many products, I didn't go back and repurchase it. And then when I did repurchase, I was like, why did I ever stop purchasing this? And so I went back to just old products that I know work. And so in between filming and stuff like that, I just use what works for my hair. That doesn't mean I don't try new products. I still try new products, but I just try them when they need to be tried and just kind of stick to what works. Another thing that has really helped is I now, when I did my hair diary, I started to notice ingredients that my hair likes. So now I pay attention to ingredients when I purchase hair products. And so that's another thing, like when I do purchase hair products, I typically purchase hair products that I know are going to work, because I stay away from products when I look at the ingredients like, oh yeah, that's not gonna work. So I typically purchase products that my hair is going to like. That's also might be why some of you guys be like, oh, you don't ever dislike a product, because why am I gonna spend money on a product that I know my hair don't like? I also just started doing styles that work. I feel like I used to do a lot of styles when it comes to my natural hair. Braid, flexi rods, perm rods, bunch of stuff I just used to do to my natural hair. Now all I do is braid outs and twist outs. That's literally all I do. Not because I dislike flexi rods and perm rods, it's just that they work. So another thing that I did was, late in the last year, I have physically stopped caring about the growth of other people's hair, because that comparison is the thief of joy. I started noticing, like in 2018 and before then, I was always comparing my hair growth to the growth of others, and I was like, I big chop before this person, their hair is already long. Some people will big chop 3 times and hair longer than mine. And so it was just like I had to stop. Like, I kind of like, you know, you got to mind your business. I needed to mind my hair business, and so that is what I've been doing. So you know how you like, I have to like mind your business? I had to mind my hair business, and I feel like that has literally been the best thing for me when it comes to my natural hair. Just minding my hair business, letting my hair do its thing. So I no longer envy others. I no longer compare my growth to others. I just enjoy my hair as is. So yeah, that is my video on my tips on what I did to help me get out of that plateau. By no means perfect. There's definitely some things that I can do. Definitely, if you have tips, leave them down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will link some other videos that are along the lines that you might find helpful to check out after watching this video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.